These old dudes starting to thinking they cold dudes. They old news, Flammy organic like Whole Foods. Boy, I'm really in this shit. You gotta pay the benefit. Careful where your heart lies. Don't get lost in the sentiment.
What's going on, y'all? It's your man's Flammy Marciano, aka the Flam God. Back at it again on the YouTube thing, bro. And this is week 3 of my NFL picks. Last week, I think we did pretty darn good. You know what I'm saying? We're going to go over the week 2 games and how I evaluated them, came to the conclusion. But there was a couple times I was wrong, man. But for the most part, I think we did pretty good. And we're going to get just straight into it. No transactions, no notable releases or anything like that. So we're not going to have to talk about that too much. We're just going to get straight into the week 3 picks right after we review the week 2 that we did. Let's get into it. All right, guys. So for week 2, these were my picks. Like I said, I think we did pretty good. I don't have them all in front of me. Next week, we will definitely have the exact scores. I'll write them down just so we can remember them. But let's just get into the games. Browns versus Texans. I said that was going to be a whooping, but I know we did win by 10 points. But it looks like Tyrod Taylor's going to be on IR. He actually looked pretty good. I'm not going to lie. He looked pretty good. But not only did the Texans lose Tyrod, but the Browns also lost Jarvis Landry, who also just went on IR, so he's going to be gone for a few weeks. That sucks. But we're getting Odell back this week, so that's super lit. So we got the Browns game, right? Bills Dolphins. I said that was going to be a whooping, but god dang, I didn't think Miami wasn't going to score, bro. But Bills, like I said, when bad teams get embarrassed, the next week they bounce back, trying to prove something, you know? So the Bills definitely wanted to prove to the people that game against the Steelers was a fluke, man. Broncos versus the Jaguars. Broncos put on for the city, and Teddy Bridgewater looks like the quarterback they need to at least be a borderline playoff team. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to the Broncos for handling business there. Jaguars, bro. Now, a lot of people are going to call Trevor Lawrence a bust, but I think you got to think. Usually when the number 1 quarterback is taken off the board and goes at number 1 overall, that team is number 1 overall for a reason, right? They stink. I haven't seen anything from Urban Meyer that lets me think he's going to have his job after week 8. Hopefully he can bounce back, but Jags just look bad. I don't see any strengths on that Jaguars team. Maybe the receivers, but Laviska Shenault just went down. So I think they're even lacking in that area. We're just going to have to wait and see. Patriots handle business against the Jets. Once again, the number 2 quarterback off the board went to a team that was number 2 for a reason. They stink. Not only is Zach Wilson stinking it up, I don't know where he was throwing a lot of those passes. A lot of people are saying that's the product of, if someone would have drafted Johnny Manziel top 3, this is what happens. Is Zach Wilson Johnny Manziel? I don't know yet. But man, I don't remember Johnny Manziel throwing how many picks in his first 2 games? Jesus. And Mekhi Becton. Hey, homie, we praying for you. Mekhi Becton just had surgery, so hopefully he'll be back. If I was him, I wouldn't play this season. But, you know, he loves the game. But Patriots handle business. We got that one right. Raiders, Steelers. Now, I had a lot of Steelers fans come at me last prediction when I told them the Raiders are going to come out and just be too much, you know. The Steelers are literally only as good as their defense, right? But you can only count on a defense for so long. You need to get some sort of offense going, and the Steelers have a bottom 5 offense. Like, let's just keep it a bean. Outside of Juju and Clay, yeah, Najee had a pretty decent week too, but their offense stinks, bro, and Big Ben is a big part of that. And Big Ben now has a pectoral injury. Apparently, he's okay. He's going to play through it, but Steelers fans, I told y'all, bro. I personally think their week 1 W against the Bills was a coaching W. Mike Tomlin is a great coach. I feel like he is wearing his time out in Pittsburgh a little bit, you know? But usually great coaches win those week 1 performances because they've been there before, they've done it. Coach McDermott, he's a good coach too, but he's just not a Mike Tomlin-esque. You know what I'm saying? Mike Tomlin's in a whole nother tier. Once teams adjust to you, and you gotta rely on personnel at a certain point. And that Raiders offense looks real good. Not only their offense, bro. Derek Carr's having an MVP season. I know. It's only 2 weeks. Flam, relax, chill out. I know. But god dang, Derek Carr look good, bro. I mean, the Raiders usually have a really good offense, you know, year in and year out, but it's the defense that hurts them. But that defense looks like they got a little pep in their step, you know what I'm saying? Max Crosby, playing like his rookie campaign this year. Trayvon Mullen is starting to come into his own. They got somebody else. Fluff. I can't think of his name. Not Abrams. They have another DB that's starting to come into their own. I feel like if the Raiders defense can get a little better, start forcing more turnovers. Hey, them boys 2-0 against playoff teams, man. I had the Chiefs beating the Ravens. This caught everybody off guard. Let's be real. Let's just be real. This is one that I felt like Chiefs win this one if they don't turn the rock over. But Lamar literally put the team on his back. Lamar finally got that Mahomes monkey off his back, and he came through when it mattered, bro. When his team needed him most, he came through. I feel like this is a great confidence boost for Lamar to throw a pick six and then another bad interception early in the game to bounce back, put the team on your back, and just be great, bro. Yeah, that's a good game right there. I feel like Harbaugh also hiccuped by not just kicking a regular PAT when they went for 2 and then they had to back up 5 yards. I feel like that was a very bad play call, but hey, I'm not a coach. He is, so maybe he knew something I didn't. Ravens needed that confidence booster. And hold on, guys, I also have something else to say. If the Browns don't fumble, if Nick Chubb doesn't fumble and if our punter doesn't go dee, I feel like we beat the Chiefs. But also the Chiefs did fumble against the Ravens, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of like an anomaly. The Ravens, we could be looking at an 0-2 Chiefs team. What's up with the Chiefs? They just can't stop the run because so far they pretty much faced the number 1 and number 2 rushing teams in the league. And they struggled. You know what I'm saying? That defense, interior-wise, even with Chris Jones, has been struggling. I feel like they're lacking on the inside linebacker part of their depth chart or their roster. That offense is going to offense. That offense is going to give you 30. But that defense is also going to give up 30, 35. I feel like that's something we need to pay attention to going further in the season as they play, the Raiders. They play these teams with good run games. I'm jealous of the Ravens because they now have the tiebreaker over Kansas City. Hopefully that don't bother us in the long term, but we'll see. We got Bengals and Bears. I had Bengals winning this one. Joe Burrow's offensive line is garbage, bro. Pretty much everything we expected once they took Jamar Chase happened. And I honestly feel like they should have went Penei Sewell or Rashawn Slater. I liked Rashawn Slater better than Penei coming out of the draft. Both still really good young tackles, but I would have went Slater there. Cincinnati doesn't know how to draft. They don't know how to sign in the free agency. They're just struggling in that department. We will talk about the Bears coming up, their week 3 matchup, but Andy Dalton went down, came back, and then left again. Justin Fields looked like he struggled a little bit, but it's his first game. He's actually going to get his first start against us, and we'll be talking about that later. Rams and Colts. I had Rams winning this one. Apparently, Carson Wentz's ankles are made of graham crackers. This boy has 2 bad ankles. On one ankle, it's a high ankle sprain. On the other ankle, it's a low ankle sprain. If Indianapolis don't get a quarterback in this draft, I don't know what to tell you, bro. I feel like the Colts, I'm pretty sure the Colts were favored to win this division to a lot of people. I feel like the Colts' chances to win this division are withering away. Tennessee looks to have their confidence back. We'll talk about them next. The Texans are going to be without Tyrod Taylor for a bit, so they might be on a sharp decline. And then the Jags are just stinking it up. If the Colts need to get it together, and they need to get it together soon, right? Cowboys Chargers. I told you guys this was going to be an amazing game. I did say it was going to be high scoring, and it was the total opposite. For Dallas to win this game with no edge rushers and they're arguably their best defensive player playing edge, who hasn't played edge since high school, Micah he has a different engine. He has a different battery. To play edge and to have that kind of pressure percentage, your first time playing pure edge, it's beautiful. I feel like Dallas really hit that draft pick on the head. I was one of the guys that wanted them to get a corner, but for them to get Micah Parsons and for him to prosper like that, you just gotta love it. Trayvon Diggs, though, that first pick on Keenan, he was in Keenan's pocket for a minute, bro. I'm excited to see where this Dallas team goes. If Dallas can hang on, because they're getting a lot of weapons back later on in the year, you know what I'm saying? They're getting La'el Collins back. I think Michael Gallup comes back soon. There's a lot of just good players that they don't have, DeMarcus Lawrence, Randy Gregory. There's a lot of players they don't have who are really good. Added to this team, Dallas double-digit wins. Oh. All right, next up, we got the Titans versus the Seahawks. I picked the Seahawks. I was wrong on that one. But let's talk about the Titans first. It took them a minute to get going, but when they did get going, and you know who gave them that spark on that 60-yard run? Yeah, they got their confidence back. Their defense is still suspect, but I feel like if Tennessee could just find out this offensive line / defensive problem, I feel like they could, you know what I'm saying? They could win. I feel like they're going to win the division, but they got to be consistent with this, because whatever the hell we saw against Arizona last week was garbage. Seattle, I hope they're not too rust dependent to start the year off like they usually are. Their run game didn't run game that much last week. And not only that, well, Tyler Lockett looked really good. I feel like Russ and Tyler Lockett's chemistry is way, way, way tighter than him and DK's. So for that to happen, that was pretty impressive. Who was on DK for most of the game? Was it Elijah Moten? I think it was Elijah, the Titans' new corner. I like the way he played. He was really clamping up. That was a good game right there. The Washington football team versus the Giants. It's the NFC East game. You never know how those games are going to go, but I didn't think it was going to be that high scoring. But hey, for the Giants to be offsides and the kicker missed and they get a redo, that's the most NFC East thing ever. 49ers versus the Eagles. I had Niners winning this one. Eagles missed a lot of opportunities. Trust me, they looked good week one, but like I said, it was against the Falcons. When they faced a good team like the Niners, who also are missing a lot of players due to injury, I feel like you can't leave that many points on the board. That first, was it like a 90-yard pass to Quez Watkins? You got to score there. Even if you get 3, you got to score there. Running the Philly special, let's be real. If you're Philadelphia and you still try to run the Philly special, you deserve what happened to them. You can't run the Philly special no more. You might as well chalk it up, throw it out. Teams are going to be looking for that. You're Philly. It's called the Philly special. Niners, I would say this though. Niners defense looks really, 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 really good. Even despite them missing Mosley and Verrett for being out for the rest of the year. Was it Dominic Lenoir? I don't know how you say his name. He played really good. I would like to see how he plays against, higher tier receivers, even though I'm taking nothing away from Rager and Devontae and them. But Niners are going to be a good team. Another thing, a lot of people thought I was drunk for picking the Panthers over the Saints. You got to think, every NFL season, there's always an ass whooping that's an anomaly, right? Jameis Winston to throw less than 200 yards and 5 touchdowns will never, ever happen again. Ever, right? Against Aaron Rodgers, who didn't score a single offensive touchdown week 1. That will never happen again. Ever. So, if you could look past the anomaly games week 1, sometimes week 2, you'll realize, okay, let these teams get back on track, and then they're going to go perform. Panthers look good, defensively and offensively. Sam Darnold gets a fresh start. Sam Darnold was in a bad relationship for how many years? Almost 4 years. He finally got a girl who loves and appreciates him, and she actually brings something to the table. Jets wasn't bringing nothing to the table for Darnold. You know what I'm saying? He get this new girl. His old girl, he used to come home from work. Ain't no food on the table. House dirty. She asking for money. You know what I'm saying? She got little friends picking her up to go party on the weekend. Now, he come home from work. He got food on the table. The kids sleep. You know what I'm saying? Shawty got her toes out on the couch. She talking about what you want to watch on Netflix, baby. Let me know when you get out the shower. He got some pieces that love him. DJ Moore, CMC. That O-line's coming together pretty nicely. That defensive rush with Brian Burns. Ooh, that team looked good. That team looks amazing. I'm really excited for the Panthers. I told you guys, I feel like the Panthers are going to have a really hot start. And for them to get a divisional win over the Saints was huge. So I'm excited to see how that pans out. Buccaneers whooped the Falcons. We all saw that coming. Really not much to talk about. Brady's also having an MVP campaign, and the Falcons stink. We all saw this coming. Cardinals versus the Vikings. How many times the Vikings gonna choke, bro? At this point, I feel like the Vikings need to get a kicker. Just strictly hold trials. Not even just from athletes. I'm talking ninjas who are managers at Little Caesars, or, if you got a part-time shift at Foot Locker, pull up, kick for us. We need somebody who can just kick constantly. Cardinals offense, once again, we all know that. It's electrifying. Defense, they didn't look too electrifying against Minnesota as they did against Tennessee. But they fared pretty well, man. But that Cardinals team is going to be hard to run on. I know Dalvin Cook is a little banged up. I'm not sure to what extent, but I think he'll be all right for week 3. And Lions versus Packers. At first, I thought Detroit actually had a shot. All right. I thought Detroit had a shot. I felt like they could have been great and won that game. But like I said, when good teams get embarrassed, they bounce back the next week and put on for the city. Green Bay was like, I'm not finna lose at home to the Detroit Lions and Jared Goff. Jared Goff, I feel like he got too confident in his arm and threw some really, really bad interceptions. And they couldn't really get the run game going as much as they did the week previous to the Niners. I wanted Jamal Williams to score because I wanted him to Lambeau Leap. You know, they would have definitely welcomed him in. That would have been cool. I love Jamal Williams. He actually has a TV show, not TV show, but I think it's a YouTube. Anyway, follow him on Twitter, check it out. But yeah, Green Bay looked like Green Bay. Now, are they going to be the Green Bay of old? You know, are they going to go 13-4, 12-5, 14-3? I doubt it. I still look at them as like a 10-17, 11-6. Aaron Rodgers was Aaron Rodgering. There we go. We got 3 games wrong out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Guys, we went 13 for 16 last week in games. That's how accurate we were. I told you guys, I do this football stuff. You know what I'm saying? I can predict a good game. I put my bias aside. And you know what I'm saying? I'm not telling y'all to go make a parlay and bet money on this, but to go 13 out of 16 is pretty damn impressive. Now, like I said, the people that attack me in the comments, I tell them straight up, there's no bias here. I don't hate certain teams. I don't let my heart do these picks. I just go off of logic. You know what I'm saying? So let's get to these week 3 picks, baby. For the week 3 picks, let me grab my pen so we can write these down and we can actually be accurate. Chargers versus Chiefs. You know the motto. When a really, really good team, I wouldn't say they got embarrassed, but I feel like they definitely choked that loss against the Ravens. I feel like the Chiefs are going to come out and make a statement. Not only that, but the Chargers also have, they got something to say. They lost a really close one to Dallas. I just don't see the Chargers being able to get over that hump. Derwin James is back, though, so that makes a big difference. I feel like Derwin James on Travis Kelce will be a fun matchup to watch. But when it's all said and done, playing in Arrowhead is not the business. It's very hard to go in there and get a W, and I feel like this trend is going to continue. I got the Chiefs winning this one 31-24. 31-24. All right, next up we have the Bengals. Now, guys, Steelers fans, your offense is bad. Like, it's really bad. Big Ben has a pectoral injury. He says he's fine. But that's what happens when you don't work out in the offseason and you don't put in the dedication to be a great aging quarterback, People hold you to a high regard. Now, that offensive line is really bad, but luckily for them, Cincinnati doesn't really have that crazy of a defense. But their offense, I feel like, is going to make Pittsburgh run around a lot. They have a lot of weapons you got to pay attention to. Tyler Boyd, T. Higgins, Jamar Chase, Joe Mixon. There's a lot of weapons for Pittsburgh to have to pay attention to, not just 1 or 2 guys you can zero in on. I feel like this is going to be a close one. This is kind of a coin toss to me, 50-50. But I'm going to take the Bengals in this one just because, like I said, that defense is going to get tired, bro. To have the record they had last year and to be a playoff team with home field advantage and to come out this season and your offense has yet to score 20 points or more, your defense is going to be tired, bro. They're going to be tired of being on the field. And is TJ Watt playing? Do we even know? I know TJ Watt had a really bad groin injury. If Cincinnati wins a game against the Steelers, it's this one. Now, the second time they meet up, I don't know. I don't know what the health is going to be looking like for either team. But I feel like Cincinnati pulls this one out. It's going to be low scoring, too. I think Pittsburgh finally does hit 20-something points, though. But I feel like Bengals edge this one out 27-26. Titans versus Colts. I got Titans pulling this one out. Just because Carson Wentz, bro, you're not built for it. I think Carson Wentz don't love a game no more. Just being honest with you. Carson Wentz is the Ben Simmons of the NBA or of the NFL. Somebody who was looked at as really, really talented. Someone who could transcend the game. A couple injuries happen. They never come back the same. Now, Carson Wentz is dealing with 2 bad ankles. And he's telling us that he's all right. No, you're not, bro. You're not okay. And that's okay. And I feel like Tennessee got their mojo going. They just beat the Seahawks, who's considered a perennial NFC playoff team. I got Titans with the mojo piling it on. Once again, another good defense is only going to carry you so far. And this Colts defense ain't been looking like the Colts defense of last year. I got Titans winning this one 34-20. Jets versus Broncos. RP Zach Wilson. There's really not much to talk about. That Denver's team, that Denver defense is ridiculous. Although Bradley Chubb, I think he's going on IR. I don't know if he's out for the season yet, but I think he has to go on there. I think he's undergoing ankle surgery, if I'm not mistaken. Still, that defense ain't nothing to blink at. You know, they still got Justin, they still got Vaughn, they still got Fuller. You know what I'm saying? These boys gonna hoop, and their offense actually looks good. Teddy Bridgewater not gonna lose you games. And against the Jets, Broncos win this one. Do the Jets even score a touchdown? I'm gonna be honest with you. I got Broncos winning this one 30-10. I'll get the Jets a touchdown. I got Broncos winning 30-10. Next up, we got Raiders versus the Dolphins. I was never too high on the Dolphins coming into the season. I don't know what people saw in them that made them a playoff team. But Tua's out. Jacoby Brissett will be the quarterback. Jacoby looked like doo-doo, although he did get thrown into the fire early against the Bills. The Raiders are damn near the Bills. High-powered offense, passing weapons, Waller, Ruggs, my guy, Hunter Renfrow, Bryan Edwards. It's just going to be too much for the defense. I got Raiders winning this one. This one could be a close one too, though, if Jacoby can be Jacoby. But Dolphins ain't even got a run game. Gesicki doesn't get involved enough in the game. I got Raiders winning this one 26-10. Panthers versus Texans. Panthers got the ball rolling. They don't got to play Tyrod. Is it Davis or David Mills? Mills is getting thrown into the heat of the fire on a Thursday, on a short week. Panthers riding high off a good W. That offense is clicking. That defense is clicking. RP Houston. I'm gonna take Panthers in this one. Gonna go. Thursday games are usually high scoring, just because the defense don't have a lot of time to game plan. I got Panthers winning this one 30-17. Washington football team versus the Bills. Bills keep the ball rolling. Washington, although Heineke did play really well against the Giants, it is the Giants. Their defense don't look like that no more for some reason. Maybe they do. They just got to warm up. I feel like these Bills just going to be too much. I will say this. Washington's defense has been underwhelming as fluff. All right. Josh Allen takes advantage of that. I got Josh Allen beating Washington and them 29-13. Bears, Browns at home. It's hard playing at First Energy Stadium. I got Cleveland winning this one just because we're playing Justin Fields, young quarterback. I swear if Joe Woods does not blitz more, I want him out of Cleveland. He's decent when it comes to prevent defense, and we just gotta, just hold on. But I need to see more from Joe Woods. I still think the Browns win this one. It's not gonna be like my biggest fear was, like I said, week 2. I didn't want them looking past Houston, and they looked past Houston, and Houston looked good with Tyrod. Same thing with Justin Fields. We struggle with mobile quarterbacks. Miles is getting double and triple teamed, and Jadeveon not doing nothing. The interior guys are doing pretty well, but I think the Browns pull this one off. That Chicago Bears defense, man, they think they're dope because they came off these Bengals, but these Bengals ain't got no old weapons and Odell back. Yeah, Odell back. Yeah. I got Cleveland winning this one. We're going to go 31-28. We win by a field goal. Cardinals and Jags. Jaguars stink, bro. There's really no reason for me to even get deep with this. Arizona's too much on offense and defense for them. I honestly don't think the Jags are going to score. I think maybe some field goals. I'll take Cards winning this one 37-6. 37-9. 37-9 Cardinals. Next up, Ravens versus the Lions. Now, a lot of you guys think I'm being AFC North biased. I'm not. I'm just not. Lions are at home. You know what I'm saying? They got a long week. I'm sorry, not a long week, a short week. But the Ravens, they had a bad or a good game, but it was a wear and tear game. A lot of guys are tired and beat up. I feel like there's just too many guys missing. That Detroit defense looked like they were playing inspired. but they don't have to face Devontae and Aaron Rodgers. You know what I'm saying? They're playing against Lamar. If they can keep Lamar contained and make him, be a pocket guy, because you can't stop Lamar. You can contain him, but you can't stop him. I got Detroit winning this one, just because I feel like Goff is going to get his ish together. That Ravens defense don't look so. There's just holes. There's just holes everywhere on that defense. Even Marlowe, he hasn't been having that good of a year. I got Detroit winning this one. Close one. Hell. 27-24. 27-24 Detroit. Saints, I don't know what's up with y'all. I don't know how y'all look that good week 1. I knew Carolina was going to win, but I didn't know they was going to make it look that easy. And Belichick, when Belichick gets a quarterback that's not that good, he put pressure on him. Applying pressure. And plus you playing in New England. What was that, Gillette Stadium? I got New England winning this one. I say they win by 10. I'll give the Saints a point. I say New England wins this 31-22. Yeah. First one, Giants versus Falcons. I feel like Falcons just have no mojo. They have no run game. Matt Ryan looks bad. That offensive line looks bad. That defense looks bad. At least with the Giants, there's a lot of bright spots. Daniel Jones, although he's good for a turnover or two a game, he still makes plays. He still makes it happen when he can. Saquon, if he does go off, this is the game he should go off. Kenny Golladay, something tells me he's going to get a lot more involved on this offense. Slayton missed a big play last week. I feel like he makes up for it here. And the Giants have a long week, right? They played on Thursday, so they got all the time in the world to prep for Atlanta. I don't see Atlanta going into New York and winning this one. I got Giants winning this one 24-13. Rams, Bucks. Oh, this is going to be a beautiful game. This is going to be a fun game to watch, a great game to watch. I feel like Tom Brady finally gets his L. Yeah, I said it. Finally gets his L. Matt Stafford is going up against a beat-up Tampa Bay secondary. And I feel like their offensive line is just good enough to give Matt just enough time to make that play over the top. He did make a couple bonehead throws last week. But really, this is going to be one of those turnover games, right? Whoever has the most turnovers is going to lose. Or whoever can get a takeaway and get a touchdown, not just a field goal out of it, is going to win this game. SoFi Stadium going to go up, and they're going to go up for the Rams. I love Brady. I still feel like Brady's going to go off. I still feel like Brady might go for 4 touchdowns. But I think the Rams are just going to be able to eke it out, man. Their defense is just a little bit better than the Bucks on the back end. I got Rams winning this one 33-30. Seahawks and Vikings. Vikings, I don't know what's up with y'all. But y'all got a shot, though. That offense still looks good. Adam Thielen still getting open. Jay Jettas is still getting open. A lot more than what he was week 1. Seahawks are still going to get open. This is going to be similar to the Bucks-Rams game. I feel like this is also going to be high scoring. Whoever can get the run going the most is going to win, and I feel like that's Seattle. Seattle gets the W. Not by much, though. I'll give them 27-20. Seattle 27-20. Packers, Niners. Now, if you're a Packers fan, you might want to close your ears. But the 49ers absolutely own you, right? These are just the facts. Since Colin Kaepernick was quarterback, the Niners just own the Packers in every facet of the game. All right? Yes, the Niners are missing damn near every quarterback on the roster. But I feel like Kyle Shanahan just has their number, right? I still don't think, like I said, the Packers are going to be as much of a powerhouse as they were last year. And the Niners are coming off a pretty grueling, it was a gritty, smash mouth game against the Eagles last week. I still think the Niners, you got to respect them. Brandon Ayuk is expected to finally get his breakthrough game this year. Kittle is due for a big game. Kittle is definitely due for a big game. And, the Niners, they're going to plug in any running back, and they're going to prosper regardless. Trent Williams was still looking like a beast. I feel like Niners pull this one out a little closer than what it usually is. But, yeah, I got Niners winning this one. Let's go. Let's go 26-24. And last but not least, Eagles versus the Cowboys. NFC East Monday night matchup. NFL. I'm tired of y'all putting NFC East matchups on prime time. We're sick of this shit. The games are usually bad. I hate it. But a lot of storylines here. Jalen Hurts, you know what I'm saying, goes into Jerry World. Can he get the W? Dak back. Dak attack. You know what I'm saying? All these boys. But I think Dallas is just going to be too much. Especially, I believe Brandon Graham is out for the season with an Achilles injury. And then Brandon Brooks, not necessarily a torn pec, but he's going to be out for a minute. Zeke gonna eat. You know what I'm saying? Zeke gonna eat and Tony gonna Tony. And I'm talking Tony Pollard. Tony Pollard looks really good. They kind of have like that Cleveland Browns running back situation going. If Mike McCarthy can get to the run game and stay loyal to it, I feel like they'll prosper. I got Dallas winning this one 36-27. 36-27. Dallas. All right, ladies and gentlemen, if that comes true, I don't know what to tell you. The games I'm really iffy about are the Cincinnati Steelers game, Ravens Lions, Rams Bucks, Seahawks Vikings. Yeah, those are the only games I'm really worried about. I might be wrong on. But we did pretty good last week, and if we did a week 1, I promise you guys we probably would have did just as well. But just want to give you guys a heads up. This is my week 3 prediction. Let me know down in the comment section what you guys think your team is gonna go and how do you guys feel about my picks, but keep it respectful. I don't like talking sports with people who call me out of my name because y'all be taking this way too serious. And it's a certain team too that be talking to me greasy. Don't forget, I'm a Christian, but people got beat up in the Bible too. Make sure you comment, like, subscribe down below, hit that notification bell so you know when I upload all my videos similar to this one. But only hit that thumbs up if you're a real one, man. A couple people got exposed. I ain't gonna say who. A couple people got exposed last time I posted a video. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of y'all in the comments saying my cousin was on my account. Okay, yeah, we'll see. I love you guys. Hope you guys love me too. It's your boy Flammy, guys, signing off saying deuces.